with me.
Just make that a little bigger there.
I can't place that exactly.
It shouldn't take them that long. Like anyone in this area.
It doesn't actually look like the Coutts end of it. It looks more like the Milk River.
The Milk River end of it. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the 501.
Okay, and what we see there, though, is there are trucks parked in the median between the two directions of the highway.
And what you don't see is that the RCMP had 30 vehicles blocking the whole highway. And they weren't allowing anyone to Coutts. So people would come and make a loop. And it was like a party. Everybody, does it look violent at all? You can't, they don't show the barbecues and stuff in this one. But I don't know if I can skip ahead.
Yeah, but again, this
So at least the amount.
this is actually not a full blockade. They're doing a slow roll through that.
That's a slow roll.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down to page 7,
She didn't
please.
want to hear that, did she?
There you can see that they are doing what they refer to as community engagement and talking and listening to protesters, supporters, and residents of Coutts. Did you witness any of that?
Not personally.
Yeah.
Only on
Right.
line.
But you ended up going and speaking to the protesters yourself too, didn't you?
Yes.
Right. And I understand that when you did that, you ended up doing an interview with CTV and City News about that experience. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Okay. Well, let me ask you if you remember saying this. I just want to put this. This is a statement that's been attributed to you. I wasn't negotiating or anything else. I was just there to find out if they were as bad as some people have said, and they're certainly not. Do you remember saying that?
Sounds like something I would say, yeah.
And do you remember saying this about the protesters? They're the same guys that I have for neighbors.
That was part of the uniqueness of this whole demonstration, yeah.
Right. And you also said they're the guy that owns the farm up on the hill, the guy that hauls for local businesses. Do you remember saying that?
Probably did.
Right. And this situation, I understand, polarized your community. There was, the community was essentially divided.
Anyways, we'll carry on here.
Divided by half supporting, half against the truckers. Is that fair?
As I said earlier, probably 70-30.
70-30.
On a good day, yeah.
Right. And was that 70-30 in support, or which one was in the 30 and 70?
That would have been supporting the protest.
70%? Or 30% supporting the protest?
No, 70.
70%. Okay. So the majority of your town.
Majority of the town was the feeling I got.
Yeah. And there was signs up and flags of all kinds that were on residences of your town's property. Is that fair?
A few, yeah.
And can you tell me about some of the ones you saw and describe them? I know some of them were a bit vulgar, but if you'd like to.
Oh, everybody has seen them. The Trudeau flags,
The ones say F Trudeau?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Some of the Gadsden flags, Don't Tread on Me. A lot of Canadian flags, many of them inverted, which I...
Not many of them were inverted. There was some. He doesn't realize what that means. That means your country is in distress. Our country was in distress.
You have with your residents with respect to their support or lack of support for the federal government as it currently is composed?
Well, I'll quote my CAO, Trudeau hates us. And that's basically, you could talk to anybody there. There's a great dislike for the federal government on
Okay.
high percentage.
And what is these dislikes? What are they about? What are these people's grievances in your residence and in that area?
Genetic. I don't know how
Genetic? What? It's genetic? What a weird answer. That is, I don't know why Brandon didn't say, what do you mean by that? Anyways, this guy, the mayor of Coutts is not from Coutts. He's from Edmonton, and then originally before that, I think somewhere in the States, I don't know. But he's really left-wing and not on the same page as majority. I would say 90%. Well, anyone that's originally from Coutts or this area is not on the same page as him. He's definitely pro-government, pro-left-wing government.
I've lived in Alberta for half my life, which means a long time. And I've seen this us versus them thing grow, east versus west. I spend too much time on social media. But the feeling, smarter minds than me have tried to figure it out. I really don't understand the great dislike for the federal.
He doesn't understand it? Like, that's unbelievable. He doesn't understand it. Wow.
Federal government.
So there was, I don't know if you got the opportunity to watch. Did you watch the testimony of Ms. Tamara Litch in this proceeding because it was played out on TV?
I saw some of it.
Do you remember when she said that a lot of Albertans feel that they don't have a voice because the elections that are resulting in the elections of NP and the federal executive are determined before they even vote, and that they just don't feel represented in Ottawa? Do you remember hearing that?
Yes, I think I heard that, Joe.
Is that a general grievance that you've heard some of your constituents and that you've heard some of rural Albertans and other Albertans talk about?
I believe so. Mr. Motts would probably disagree with the part that they're not represented.
When you were talking about your discussion with Mr. Evans about the arrests on the 14th, I think you kind of trailed off a bit under your breath and said something about the weapons were all fake, something like that. Is that something Mr. Evans told you?
I believe he mentioned that there was a rumor they had been planted, even at that early date. And then I know that YouTube video I saw of Mr. Van Herk, where he also said he didn't believe that they were real, but they were going to. That was what was being said, so it was what happened. But yeah, to answer your question, that's what was said.
I just want to confirm that was not your own assessment of the situation.
It was not my assessment, no.
Thank you.